at this moment, I think this is one of the peak videos that I've ever made. Like, if I'm going down with it, with a spectacle, with a boom. This part, it's really so painful to watch. I can't stress it. But when I started thinking about it, that is cheating. I was so mad. Yo, this is Ashwin, aka Dr. Slow Sweat, and today it's going to be a different video than usual because I'm going to react to Dr. Slow Sweat, David and Goliath, my Beatland battle round against Syjo. I decided to make this video because I am so incredibly proud of what I made. Like, with the audio mastery done by AVH, big shout out to him, follow him everywhere. The video and camera work of a good friend of mine, Bart Gort, who is really into photography and camera work and everything, and the pieces fit so well together. I felt so proud of what I made. Like, I really want to share it with all of you. I want to show you some thought process, some behind the scenes, some errors, because there are some errors. Errors. There are some errors. Yeah, I just wanted to share it with you, not really to gain everything, not really with a purpose, but just to give you an insight in the mind of Dr. Slow Sweat. Maybe even to give like that, like that, or maybe some inspiration. I don't know what it's going to bring, but I really wanted to share it with you. Why not? Like, I am proud of my work and I take pride in my work, so why not? Why not shout it off the roof? Like, I am proud of what I'm doing. And I think that is such a main mindset for any artist. Like, if you're not proud of yourself, then why would anybody else would be proud of you, you know? So it starts with yourself. I'm just going to talk. I'm going to play the video. I'm going to pause it for a bit. I am going to talk about things and all that kind of bejizzle. So yeah, thank you for staying with me. If you like this kind of content, leave a like, share, follow, everything, you know, really helps me out a lot. If you have any other questions, further questions, just leave them down below. I will check it regularly and come back to you. So yeah, without further ado, let's hop right into Dr. Slow Sweat, David and Goliath. If you haven't seen it yet, watch it out on Swiss Beatbox. So yeah, let's just chill and chat, you know. Syjo, I love who you are, and I'm gonna play that violin a little bit differently for you. I wanted to know, did people get the reference? Because I don't know if it's too obscure or too abstract, because this is clear. If you know where it's from, leave it down in the comments. I'm actually very interested in if it's too blurry or not. For me, it's really on the nose, but please let me know if it is differently. And also, like, I do own a violin because I believe that a violin is one of the most beautiful instruments you can play. The sound, and like if you have like a string orchestra, that's so pretty. I'm really into like orchestra music and everything. I really enjoy it. But I don't play it like how you see me play it right here is the best that I can play it. I bought it and I played it for 3 hours on one day. And it took me about an hour to get actually sound out of the violin. Because it's not as easy, just like, there it is. No, you have to do a lot of things. And I did not know that. So I want to play the violin, but I don't have time. Or I don't have the knowledge to play violin. But I do have it for this. It's a prop now. But yeah. That is why I played the violin at the beginning, because I was trying to recreate like strings, like the short strokes. Let's call it strokes. Short strokes on the violin, like you hear in orchestras a lot, and then the big strokes are to create the violin ambience. So that's also why I had the violin at the start. But I really wanted to recreate that sound and that vibe. Hence the violin at the beginning. And also this location, it's so awesome to play here. Like, when I went to my school, I took the bus and drove by this place like every day. It's LIPSYNC, it's called. And there is, it's actually a giant cinema. But on the side there is like a skate park or something. Or like this, and this field beside it. But there are giant concrete walls. But they're, yeah, as you can see, they're all tagged by graffiti and everything. So it's really urban and really, you know, hip-hop. And every day when I drove past it by the bus, I said to myself, I said to everyone who sat beside me, like, I am going to make a video one day. I'm going to make it there, and I'm going to make it awesome. Yeah, I think that's also a part of why I'm so proud, because I finally did it. I finally made an, in my opinion, very awesome video at that place. So it's like a check, you know. Like you have this dream in your head as an artist, and right now I can say I ticked that one off. And I'm so happy that it's this track because I'm really a fan of this track on multiple occasions, multiple levels. It's not like I wasted the spot on a bad track. No, for me it's perfect. It's really perfect. Let's continue. I don't know if like I just have fun making these videos, so just have like some smoldering look into the camera. I find it hilarious, and it's so much fun to really enjoy what you make, you know. Like I had such a blast like behind the scenes with the camera guy and my girlfriend who was also there. We just laughing. Like what's really good, because my friend Bart Hoort, the camera guy, he is not just someone who nods his head and I'm going to say like, I want a video of this one. And he's like, okay, and just films it. No, he's like a guy who takes initiative. Like he knows his camera well, he knows his lighting and settings. He also gave input like, yo, you know what'd be cool if you do it on this background, or perhaps you can stand over here and don't stand there because of the light and the shade and everything. So it's not just me telling what I want, but it's really like it became kind of a group project. If Bart didn't say anything, the video wouldn't have looked like this. Yeah. You can hear like at the first kick, you can hear a little bit of distortion. I don't know if you can hear it very clearly. This one. You can hear some kind of distortion on the first kick. But that's also because not only the video, but this track for me, myself personally as a looper, is revolutionary. Wait, I forgot my chain. My chain needs to be here. But for me as a looper, this track was revolutionary. I've never done anything like this before because for the first time I really dug into the science. I really went into, if you can see my loop station on some occasions, you can see that the buttons under effect, the track button, I believe they used to be green on the Mark II, but mine are purple because purple is my favorite color. But also because I gave them a science. At first it was like pure aesthetic, like, oh, it's purple, I like purple. But right now they actually have a function. Like when I press them, I mainly use it to switch effects because it makes looping so much quicker. Right there, you can hear that I go from snare settings to kick settings because I press the play button, and on the same time, I use the setting for my kick. I think it took a little bit from my snare settings with it, which create like the distortion. Like afterward is fine, the kick is fine, but that first bit gives a little bit of distortion. Also a great shout out to AVH. Because he went in his free time and helped me so much with like the settings and my mix. I'm not technical. Like my tracks are mainly vocally, little to no track effects. But my drums, like in the mix, yeah, they're not great. AVH on the other hand, a mix and master genius. He knows so much about like frequencies and how to mix your kick and your snare and to make frequencies not overlap or to make it muddy. So he helped me so much with cleaning up my mix and giving settings and showing how to make a decent kick or a decent snare. So really a huge shout out to him. Also for, again, mastering this video. At first BArt was going to do it, but because of the deadline times, he didn't have enough time. But AVA pulled through in the end. Big up to BArt too, because he wants to do it for me. Also, without these two guys, it's so awesome how the community here helps each other. Really love it. My first ever track with solid designs. Really enjoyed it. I'm going to use them way more often in the future because it for me it's a game changer. I never used it, so for me it is revolutionary. A whole new world. A whole new world. I shouldn't have done that. Also, a little behind the scene, you can see this output right here. It was meant to be for like a small box, like a JBL box that Bart Hoort, the camera guy, took with him. But for some reason, the box wouldn't turn on. So we had no live audio when he was filming, which was hilarious for my girlfriend and Bart. Because they didn't hear anything on the tracks. They just heard me and then pushing some buttons. It was really just his gut feeling and just the little snipper clips he heard from me singing or from my headphones that he was moving around and doing things and everything. But it was completely silent otherwise. David, I'm pausing it so much. Like, really, if you want to see the whole uncut part without me blabbing through it, head over to Swiss Beatbox. If you're still here enjoying the commentary, thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. The track is called David and Goliath. If you're not familiar with the story, it's a biblical story about David facing a giant, Goliath, who is physical, way bigger and stronger than David. But David outwitted him by using his slingshot to take down Goliath from a distance. I chose to name this track because I was facing Syjo. I am a massive fan of Syjo. He is such a great looper. He is such a good singer. He's a multi-instrumentalist also. He is overall awesome. I'm such a sucker for Syjo. Big fan, really. So it's also really an honor to face against him. When I first saw I was going to battle Syjo, I was scared because damn, the dude is huge. He is so good. He stood on multiple great stages. He goes to GBB as producer. Also, I went through some Insta comments who said like, yo, pray for Dr. Slow Sweat. And I'm like, I know, right? So I'm not going... He is a bigger looper than me, for sure. But that led me to think about he is bigger than me. But I took that in perspective, you know, like he is bigger than me. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I have to lose or I'm gonna lose. At least I'm going out with a blow. That's also like I put so much effort and so much thought process into this video. Like if I'm going down with a spectacle, with a boom, you know. But it also really inspired the track because I consider myself, all right, I'm smaller, maybe not that strong, maybe not that solid on the loop station. So I consider myself as David. And then you have Syjo. He's such a beast. He is so good, you know. He's so big in the scene. I consider him Goliath. And that's where the thought came from to make a track about David and Goliath, which reflects on me as a smaller looper versus Syjo, a bigger looper. Yeah, that's the thought process behind the track and also behind some lyrics. Yeah.
Eye to eye with the monster.
Syjo also has a track called The Monster, so hence eye to eye with the monster and eye to eye monster Goliath and monster Syjo's track.
Eye to eye with the monster, a giant shadow casting over me. Can't evade it no longer. A final battle, probably.
And this also final battle because if David would have lost, it was his final battle. But it also reflects on the Beatland battle. Is this going to be my final battle? You know, probably he's bigger, he's better. We're going to see.
Battle, probably. But David stood untouchable in biblical fame. Face a 10-foot giant, Goliath the name. As he loaded his shot, tells himself up. And now it's time to wrap his ass up, yeah. You know what's about.
That was so much fun. That was really so much fun to shoot. Like when I edited the video, when I saw it come together, it was like, this shit is it. Oh yeah. And also like David stood untouchable in biblical fame. Like David did not back out. He stood untouchable in biblical fame because it's a biblical story. And the same with me, like I'm not going to lay on my back. I am going to go out with a blow. I'm going to throw all my punches. So bring it on, boy. But yeah, also, then you have this shot.
As he loaded his shot, tells himself up. And now it's time to wrap his ass up, yeah.
Like me throwing the camera away. And that's also like a great camera work from Bart. Because at first I did not tell him in advance. So first you saw me, and now it's time to wrap his ass up. And so just me waving my hand in front of the camera because I did not tell Bart. He did not know what to do. He just saw me waving my hand, and in hindsight I told him, "Oh, I was planning this and this," and immediately he went with it like, "Oh, I know what to do." And then he panned away, and the next shot, like this shot, he told me like, or he thought to himself, "You did it that way, so I have to come swoop in from this side," and then bam. Also fun, like, this is clearly lip sync. I didn't know if you doubt it, but, you know, my loop station is nowhere, no headset, no microphone. The shot with the loop station at the beginning, it's all a live take. No editing, no audio, copy paste. That is real life. I did the track right there. But like these flavor shots, as we shall call them, that's all lip sync because I think, you know, let's make a music video, let's go. Oh, but still so good. Like, it really gives so much extra punch to the first drop.
And now it's time to wrap his ass up, yeah. You know what's about, like you were gonna see me walking out, standing up proud, singing my lyrics aloud, perhaps even knocking you out.
Double entendre, standing up proud, singing my lyrics aloud, perhaps even knocking you out. David telling Goliath, I'm going to knock you out. And who knows? I don't know the result. Maybe I'm knocking Syjo out. Who knows?
Singing my lyrics aloud, perhaps even knocking you out. Singing and rapping in different crowds. Swinging fists up, making your body go south. Pow, ow, flat on the ground. The doctor can save you now.
So throwing fist flat on the ground. The doctor can save you now. I am le docteur. Dr. Slow Sweat. I really want to give a little extra emphasis on some words or phrases in the lyrics. That's why I gave them different colors. And also here with the doctor can save you now. And the doctor is a reference to myself. And I also highlighted it purple because that is my color. Also some little thought process.
Save you now. I've never felt more alive. Goliath will not survive. I hit you again, like pushing a 5 for 5.
Like punching a 5-5 again, because the 5-5 is a looper. You can play it again. I'm gonna hit you again, like punching a 5-5.
Goliath will not survive. I hit you again, like pushing a 5 for 5. David physics and a tip time spend a kind of condescending, knowing his life and a David blows a letter, knowing he's defending. Now who's the last man standing?
Also, that was so hard to do. I practiced that sentence so many times, and I still messed it up. I'm still messing it up right now as we speak. That was that little phrase. Oh yeah, and another awful thing, like that is really, really awful, is if you ever loop outside, you really need to muscle memory every button. Because of the sunlight, you're not able to see a thing on your loop. You're not going to see which effects are highlighted. You're not going to see what track is playing. And the worst part is you're not seeing the undo redo button, which is going to bite me in the ass later. Yeah.
David stood untouchable in biblical fame. Face a 10-foot giant, Goliath and Dave.
I really felt like that was the chorus, the hook of the song. So I decided to loop that.
David stood untouchable in biblical fame. Face a 10-foot giant, Goliath and Dave. David stood untouchable in biblical fame. Face a 10-foot giant, Goliath and Dave. David stood untouchable in biblical fame. Face a 10-foot giant, Goliath and Dave.
I also really like the contrast between like the dark and shady and colorful of this. And if you look at previous shot, like it's so white, it's so clear. So also to have like the difference of like palettes. Oh man, I love this.
Face a 10-foot giant, Goliath and Dave. David stood untouchable in biblical.
This part, it's really so painful to watch. I can't stress it. I'll explain it.
Face a 10-foot giant, Goliath and Dave. David stood untouchable in biblical.
Like you hear me recording the toms. As I said, because of the sunlight, you can't see anything. I was supposed to redo those toms because I recorded them in a later part of the track. I was supposed to redo them. Because of the lighting and the buttons, I misclicked. I didn't click it at all. But the toms did not come back. And I noticed that when I got home. So we're done shooting. Everything was packed. We ate. And when I edited the video, listened to the audio, I noticed that the tom was missing. Like the doom, 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 doom. I was so mad. Like I know I sat on the carpet by my stereo, just sitting in front of the boxes, just listening to the track over the speakers, and I missed the toms. I immediately texted Bart and texted my girlfriend like, the drums did not come through. Oh man, I was swearing so much when I noticed. Bombastic feel, you know. But also this was the best take we had of the day. And in hindsight, it's still a great take. But it would be absolutely perfect if the toms were there. Like, I want to release the track on Spotify. I'm going to add the toms, so on Spotify you have the full version. But right now, the toms are missing. It's also like messy with the time, you know, because I'm recording the toms right now, but they're not going to come back. So it would be better if this part was cut so it was a little bit shorter. Let's call it a fun bridge. Just me doing some doop, 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 doop in the meantime. But yeah, that is, I think, my biggest regret of the video. And I'd say that is also the biggest flaw of the video. Like, not bringing the toms back. I was actually thinking they wanted professional video, good audio. Am I going to put the toms in later? Separately record the toms. Like here at home, like do doom, 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 and just paste it under the video. But when I started thinking about it, that is cheating. It's not live. It is not a part of what I'm doing right here. So it wouldn't be fair. I own my flaws. And because I forgot the toms is actually the main reason because I wanted to make this video. Because I wanted to talk about it just behind the scenes, like the toms are missing. The toms are missing. That is the main point. What I actually wanted to talk about. But thinking further of it, I really wanted to make it bigger. I wanted to make more behind the scenes, more thought process. I just want to show you. I really want to show you what I've been working on, what I've done, and what I'm doing, you know?
Face a 10-foot
Like in hindsight, I wanted those voices a little bit softer, but I really am very happy with the texture of it because I'm also using different vocal methods. You'll see another one in a second, but you have like singing. But right now I'm using more of a throaty singing. Like if you put your voice more in the back of the throat, kind of sound like Kermit the Frog right now. Because if you do it no, from the back of your throat, you get that more a man choir, like very low, very throaty. No, instead of I guess that's more soft, a little bit warm, and that is like very sharp, you know. And I really wanted to get that sharp feeling. The same with the which you're going to hear in a sec. Also very throaty, very sharp, very punchy, because I really wanted to get that feel. This is the part where the toms should have come in, like doom, 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 doom. But I missed them. Oh man, it's when I talk about it and think about it, it frustrates me so much, so much. So bad. But it gives me another reason to record the video again. It is a really fun track to make, I must admit. That video is also cut short, like me hopping around over here, because like when I'm doing this outside, I really wanted to do somewhere private. And if you can, as you can see right here, like the bubbly roof, that's a bus station. So people were walking by, and on the other side, like you have this here is green, and on the other side there is a playground, and children were playing there, and they heard there's some lunatic just screaming like on the other side. So they went to watch and they went to look at it. I had headphones on, I didn't hear them, but apparently they were calling and yelling and everything. I understand, because there's a lunatic just screaming out here. People look at me, then I get small. And also here, I could have gone batshit crazy with, you know, all kinds of movement. But it's just like, yeah, because there were children on the other side, and they were watching. So I was like ashamed. I was scared. I was very uncomfortable, like filming that in front of other people. Also really love that part. Like I really wanted to build to a climax, you know. I wanted to go up. Like you started with like the David stood untouchable in biblical fame, just very shallow with the violins in the background. Then slowly bringing the toms, bringing the bass, bringing the drums. And right now I really wanted to bring in more voice, you know. Put on a vocal disc on it to give it the gritty vibe. And also the top layer, it has like a vocal fry. It sounds like a scream, but it's like this. I really put it like this. So I don't really have to yell it. But it really gives that yelly voice, that raspy voice. Really enjoyed how this worked out. Also, I brought the llama, that llama the whole way with me because I wanted a shot with the llama headbanging. My favorite animal is a llama, for the people who didn't know. If you see my videos, you see a lot of llamas just chilling in the background. Yeah, and I really wanted to incorporate them in the video. So give them a cool head and just make them bob with the beat. David stood untouchable in biblical fame. David stood untouchable. And also with these random shots in between, like you see here, the you see this flower right here, because I was setting up. But Bart and my girlfriend, they were just messing around, making some ambient shot because I was busy. And here we have like the flower being blown out by my girlfriend. And here also with Bart. So really following Instagram, and AVH who mastered my audio, following on Instagram. Without them, this wouldn't have been possible. I just wanted to share my thought process. Wanted to show you an inside look in how this went down. So some flaws, the tom flaw. And yeah, also like this ending. So I really like that ending. Just very, very humble, very to the ground. Done. It was a wrap. We've done like 4 or 5 takes because I missed buttons. I messed it up. I didn't know lyrics or anything. This was the best take. I'm so incredibly proud of this. I'm so happy how it turned out. And I'm so happy that it's going to be on Swiss Beatbox, that it's in a battle right now, and how it came through, how it looked. To share my view, my thoughts, my behind the scenes, my pride and everything. Because that's something you also gotta own as an artist, I feel like. Just to stand behind your work and, you know, be able to talk about it. Like, we have a platform, why shouldn't you? Like, so yeah, if you have any further more questions, if you want to see more behind the scenes, if you want to know more about me, if you want to see my progress and how I'm going through, hit that subscribe button, like the video, leave comments and everything. You know, it was a blast. I really enjoyed talking about it. I really enjoyed making these kinds of videos. Yeah, as I said, I am so incredibly proud of what I made. And at this moment, I think this is one of the peak videos that I've ever made. I keep saying it. I'm just proud. And you deserve to be proud as an artist, you know, be proud of your product and also dare to talk about it. Like, it's not like, here's a video, ta-da. People want to see behind the scenes. They want to hear thought process. How does a thought come from inside your head really to a screen, to paper, to whatever, you know? But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you. I really appreciate everyone who showed support, showed love, wherever, on Instagram, TikTok, on YouTube and everything. Thank you so much. It really means a lot and I appreciate it a lot. My name is Ashwin, aka Xoxo, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.